Hey everyone, Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing Raid Shadow Legends, and I wanted to do another champion spotlight. This time, I wanted to feature one of my other favorite epics that I'm using in so many areas of the game now. Let's see, where the hell is he? There he is. Archmage Hellmut. So, he is just so useful. Again, he's one of those pretty much can use him everywhere type characters. So, I'm going to show you my build and where I use him. So, we got okay HP, okay defense. It's not crazy. Personally, I'm not using him in high levels of Doom Tower, so this could be an issue if you are using him in high levels of Doom Tower. What I am actually wanting is to get a little bit of damage out of him at the same time, besides taking advantage of his support rolls, and of course enough accuracy to land. So let's go over his skills real quick. We have attacks when enemy fills his champion's turn meter by 10%, fills the turn meter by 20% if the attack is critical. Then it's A2, attacks one enemy, also attacks all other enemies on the first attack why can't I talk today? Also attacks all other enemies if the first attack is critical. The second hit has a 50% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn. After attacking, decreases the turn meters of all enemies without a stun debuff by 20%. Crowd control, right guys? There's so many needs for crowd control in this game, going through Doom Tower, going through Faction Wars. And honestly, it's a nice little backup in the dungeons if you have have something go a little bit wrong, or you're dealing with ads in Faction Wars. It's so good. You can even use them in Arena too. I wouldn't be surprised if people don't a little bit here, because we have this. Places a 30% increased speed, 30% increased crit rate, and a 30% increased crit damage buff on all allies for 2 turns. So helpful to help boost your damage dealers. Depending on if you were having a very specific team, it would mean you could actually do less crit rate on somebody because of this buff, depending on how you're tuned. Of course, most characters are used in multiple areas of the game, so I personally haven't done that, but if you're a newer player and you're having a hard time getting the crit rate on your nukers and still boosting up their crit damage, and you've got lucky enough to get through normal Doom Tower to where you got Hellmut Archmage from fragments, something to consider. You could boost your damage elsewhere by lowering people's crit rate because of that ability. Now his masteries are here. Go down behind me here. We have down to War Master, of course, for bosses. And honestly, these are the things I don't need, and they're not even useful. You can't use this on a stun, and this doesn't really apply for anything I'm doing speed tune wise. So, this is kind of an unnecessary realm of masteries there for that line, but that's okay. That is okay. Don't mind the red dot. It's going to drive you crazy. I know it is. But I want to show you guys where I use Hellmut the most. He can be used in so many areas of the game. Faction Wars, he's made it so much faster. I absolutely love him in Faction Wars. But we're going to go into dungeons. I use him for multiple teams that I run 25 on. If you haven't already, I have videos on my Dragon 25, Spider 25, and Fire Knight 25 that I did with Odd One Gaming. This Fire Knight 25 video and team comp is on my YouTube here. It's on my YouTube. Alright, let's move me back to the corner. There we go. So this is a really quick, easy run. Seer team, of course. Look at those stuns. Doesn't matter, they're not going to go anyway because Renegade, Seer, awesomeness. He also puts up 3 buffs for Seer, so that he's just a really great person to pair with Seer team if you're leaving him for dungeons or for Doom Tower as well. He's just really, really great for that role. This is being slow, come on. Let's go, guys. Let's go, guys. Why was it so low? What was up with that? Alright. I shouldn't say this is slow. It's like, what is it, a minute and a half run for me, I think? It's not perfect, but it's Fire Knight 25. I cannot complain. It looks like Allure is going in slow motion right now, though. Wonder if my frames are not behaving. Probably because I'm recording. I think because I have a lot of things going on right now, I don't think my frame rates are actually going at unlimited frames per second. We're not using 144 right now, that's for sure. Geesh, guys. And then Seer runs really fast. See? This is what happens. Alright, yeah, a minute and a half with some dodgy frame rates. Can't complain though. A minute and a half, a minute 18 is my best time. What am I saying? It's not crazy. But it is. It's Fire Knight 25. Super, super helpful part of this team. And then I have... Actually, is he in my other... He's in all of my teams, pretty much. Let's be honest. My Dragon 25. He is also a part of this team. Now, this team is funny because in a perfect world, everyone would be a little bit squishier, so they all die at the boss with the first hit. But I actually have Ghostborn in a Swift Parry set because that's what happened. And that's actually terrible for this run. For when you want people to die. Swift Parry kind of prevents that sometimes, but we'll see if we get lucky or unlucky with the Swift Parry proc. But in this comp, again, Hellmut's there to kind of just give Seer some buffs. That's almost, I mean, that's his job, right? That's the main job. He was just there to give some buffs to Seer so she can do her Seer thing. We want everyone to die on that first hard AoE, but they didn't, because my people are a little too tough. We should die on the next one. Honestly, the faster that Occult Brawler is the only champion left, the sooner he's just going there and placing more and more poisons, and we'll get the dragon down even faster, so... Ghostborn slowing things down, unfortunately, but you could see Archmage has a perfect role in another team. It's all about team synergy, right? When it comes to these speed runs, especially with Seer, you need just the right combination of buffs. You need your decreased defense. You need some people that are going to proc some War Master along the way too once we get to the boss. It doesn't hurt having someone like Hellmut Archmage who can actually smack, guys. If you want to build him to do legit damage, you can. He actually hits really hard, just pure raw damage as well. Plus those buffs he puts up doesn't hurt. Extra crit damage, extra crit rate. But yeah, mine is at 197 crit damage. It's not crazy, but it definitely shows he does a lot of damage and he's really helpful in Faction Wars and other parts of the game. Again, if you're going to use him in Doom Tower for any of the higher up stages, you're probably going to need more HP and defense on him, but where I use him, he's kind of perfect. I wouldn't want to put too much for sake of my dragon runs, but yeah, he's just a really good champion. Super, super fun to use. He looks pretty cool, all things considered, right? He's pretty cool. Got the lightning going on. But yeah, don't sleep on Archmage Hellmut. I was gonna call it Hellmut Archmage Hellmut. Y'all get it. But he's a really great champion, and throw him with your Seer team. Give him a try if you haven't already. He's just perfect in that team. Perfect with that team synergy. So yeah, again, I have videos, so you can go look. If you want to see more detailed stats of the whole team, go check out the comps for my Fire Knight 25. Dragon 25 is on Odd One Gaming's channel, and my Spider 25, which is a super fun team that we did together as well, that is on my channel. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.